is not on here, but we were having tech issues and we're trying to figure it out. So once he gets that sorted, he'll pop right in. But in the meantime and in between time, you are stuck with me. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. My week was kind of crazy, but beyond that, before we get into anything else, let's talk about these sponsors for a minute. GTD Promotions, y'all already know, Javante Tank Davis. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. Under Armour, thanks for everything you do. And of course, Box Raw. There was a big fight last night. There definitely was a big fight last night. Manny Pacquiao, Ugas. We're going to get into that because actually I have a question I want to ask everybody in the live stream and also Coach Squeeze once he gets on. The question is simply this. Should Manny Pacquiao retire? Now, here's the thing. Y'all can leave your answers in the comments, and then once I'm ready to get to the comment section, we can go through and see everybody's response once we get there. But actually, I kind of want to get to the comments right now for a second because we got our associate producer, Graylin Cobbs, in there going off. But I actually like this because it shows that people are enjoying the show and it's a mainstay on their Sunday mornings. So that's dope. We got Graylin Cobbs. Good morning, family. Let's go. Another great show. Hey Smoke says, this be like Christmas morning every Sunday at 12. I thought that was hilarious. Now, of course, Graylin once again going in. After I put the comment in there that we having tech issues, he was like, don't nobody got time for that. True. No one has time for that. So we going to do what we going to do. We see Afternoon Sports Slay, our great guest from the other week. Really appreciated her being on. She's in. Appreciate you watching again. But yeah, we're in here. So before we get to the main event part of it, right, I actually want to show some things. This is why what Upton does is so important to the community. It helps to form and shape these young minds, right? And it helps them a lot. So I'm going to play this interview. I got actually a couple of interviews I want to play for y'all. They kind of short, but I love this because these young brothers, if they choose to go further in boxing, these are their first attempts at being media trained. And we know how important that is. So peep this.
Once again, we live at the Upton Boxing Center. Without further delay, without further ado, I got my main man, the future of boxing, better known as Little Mike Tyson. What's going on, Little Mike Tyson?
So I just been training hard.
So you looking forward to your fight? Tell them how old you is out there.
I'm
7 years old. When you turn 8, man? Did you just have a birthday? When you turn 8?
August 7th.
He turns 8 August the 9th. But I got proof, and I done sent you footage of this kid. This kid can crack. So I'm letting y'all know, 2022, look forward to my main man, Lord Mike Tyson, a.k.a. Rice.
Hello.
He a heavy puncher, and he don't take no prisoners. So how much fun have you done so far? About how many people? About 10, 15 people? How many people you just fought?
Probably like 10.
10 people? Weren't all those people bigger than you? And tell the people out there what you did to them.
I just show you.
Tell them again.
I just show you.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap. The future of boxing. Upton is looking strong. These our Cubs. We coming at y'all. This is our Pee Wee class. So we coming at y'all. So stay tuned. Thanks for the interview, Lord Mike Tyson.
Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta love that. Y'all gotta love that. You got to hold on. I got another one real quick.
Once again, live at the Upton Boxing Center. Right here, I have national champion Shake and Bake on set, and I got his dad, coach, father, confidant, Coach Day Day. What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing today? So, I heard y'all went to the fights this weekend. How did that play out, and how did that go?
Just wanted to call it just deserved for real. I ain't really too much that was going on. He had a walk over, so just wanted to go support the fellas. That's all.
Oh, okay. So, was you upset that you got a walkover and you didn't get to fight because you worked hard in the gym?
No, because that means I don't got to worry about the jumpers robbing me and giving the other person going to the national and not me.
Okay. So the next time you go, you done made it to the nationals, correct?
Yeah.
So what performance you look to be putting on out there when you go to the nationals?
The performance I'm putting on, I'm putting on a good performance, a great performance, a better performance because I had time to sharpen up and I had time to get better and look at my skills.
So you look a little taller than what you was last time and a little longer. Is that going to be a factor in your fights?
Yes, because I had better reach.
Okay, how about your IQ?
My IQ got better too.
So here's the thing, right? This is a 3-minute interview. I'm going to put this up on the channel, but I wanted you guys to get just a taste of that right now because, like I said before, this is about more than just boxing, right? This is about taking these young men and putting examples in front of them, training their bodies, training their minds, and getting them right, and then putting them back out in the community where they can be substantial, where they can be a benefit to the community. And this is why I love Upton Boxing Center. This is why I love the work that they're down there doing. So I always try to, put it out there because I don't believe they get anywhere near the amount of press that they should for the type of things that they are down there doing. It's an amazing thing to see. So hold on, let me get up out of here. There we go. Yeah, man, like you gotta love it, you gotta respect it. So shout out to all the coaches down at the Upton Boxing Center. Kind of want to get into some of this boxing right now, but before we get into the Manny Pacquiao thing, we're gonna get there. I want to talk about a comment that I heard the other day, interview with Jake Paul. Now, something he said in that interview was the biggest Captain Obvious moment that I've seen all week, right? He says in the interview that people just want to see him get knocked out. No shit. People want to see all boxers get knocked out. That's part of the game, right? That's part of it. But I think specifically what he's talking about is because he knows he's annoying. He knows that there are a lot of real boxing fans out there who don't know anything about his YouTube stuff. They just see him. They heard he was a YouTuber, and they look at it and he talks a lot, but that's part of it too, But they see that and they want to see him get shown up because he hasn't, in a lot of people's opinion, been fighting like actual boxers. But he's getting a lot of press. He's getting a lot of attention that boxers that are out there training every day, serious about the craft, serious about what they're doing. Not saying that he's not, but he's getting a lot more attention than they are because of his other audience, right? And he says because of that, people feel a way about him. So they want to see him in there. And he said something to the effect of, they want to see me get in the ring with a Tyson Fury or something like that. Like I signed up to get knocked out or something. My personal opinion about all that is that, yeah, people want to see that. People absolutely want to see that, but for certain reasons. Now, he also said in that interview that And he used this to brag. He was basically saying, you don't see other boxers getting the attention that I get. He was popping his own collar. He's patting himself on the back, right? About all the attention that he's getting and heading cards and all this other stuff. Well, yeah, that's the reason why people want to see you fight somebody real. Because you can't put yourself in the same category as any of some of these other boxers that may have the exact same record you have, but aren't getting that attention. You can't put yourself in that category. It's ridiculous for you to even think that you should be able to do that. You're getting way more attention because of the fan base that you already have that are YouTubers that may necessarily not be boxing fans. Something else I want to bring up about that. So, how can I put this? Because I don't want to be overly critical about journalists when they interview a lot of these athletes, because I don't truly believe that journalists should be hypercritical or hyper confrontational with the athletes all the time. However, I also do not expect them to kiss their ass. And that's what I saw with that one journalist. And I wish I could play the video footage here, but I cannot, because every time I play footage from some other content provider, they flag the channel. They flag the channel, and then they pretty much try to block the video, and I got to go through a whole bunch of mess. But if you could see that, it was crazy the way he was kissing his butt. Matter of fact, I'm looking at a comment here in the section from our associate producer. I'm about to bring him on. Hold up, because I definitely want to get I definitely want to get his take on it. Give me a second, y'all. Come on in, coach. Come on in and give me your opinion about that. Because like I said, I don't want to be hypercritical about the journalists, but you don't have to kiss their ass. You're supposed to be asking him questions that people want to hear. They want to know answers to. And considering the fact that most of his fans are not boxing fans, period, they're just fans of him, the odds are they won't be watching that interview. The people that will be watching that interview are real boxing fans. So you should be asking a question that the real boxing fans want to know. They want to get these answers. And let's call a spade a spade. Real boxing fans look at the whole Jake Paul thing. It's kind of funny. It looked funny style to a lot of people, right? That doesn't necessarily say that he's not serious about what he's doing. I've seen his training videos from time to time. He looks like he's taking that seriously. He's getting fit. He's in there training and all of that. But the reality of the situation is a lot of boxing fans are thinking in those terms. They're thinking that he's not for real. He's not serious. So they don't want to see, they want some actual questions being asked that's going to challenge him so they can get these answers. They don't want to see these journalists getting up there and kissing his butt because he's somewhat of a, in my opinion, minor celebrity. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that that journalists should be just a little bit tougher on Jake Paul, not single him out, you know, and be unfair to him, but ask like real questions and not leading questions that allow him to just get off and make these statements without them ever being challenged? Like, because I think that's just crazy. I do want to get into the Pacquiao fight now, but I do want Graylin Cobbs. There he is.
What's up, Coach? What's up,
Coach? Coach Cobbs. What's goody, bro?
Have no fear. I am here. Have no fear.
Oh man, how you been? How you been, bro? How you been?
Man, I'm all right. How about yourself?
I had a rough week. I ain't really want to bring it up too much on the show, but my dad passed away this week. It's been kind of rough, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry to hear that. Sorry,
yeah, I appreciate
sorry
that.
to hear that.
I appreciate that. But yeah, man, did you
I'm
hear
mad
my question?
Pacquiao. I'm mad I missed the Pacquiao.
You missed the fight?
I had a load to run last night. Yep, I had a load to run last night. I missed the whole fight.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
I just moved up to the headlines. Pacquiao retiring.
Hold up. He
Listen.
said he's going to retire?
No. That's what I woke up to the headlines. Everybody saying it's time for him to go. Hang up the gloves.
So
That's
peep the game, right? Peep the game. There was an interview he did after the fight where the journalist did ask him if he thought he was going to retire. He said 60-40. 60-40. So that's why my question to the people that's watching is, should he retire? Because one of the things he said, and actually I noticed it when I was watching the fight, his leg movement wasn't good. Now, in the interview, he said he was cramping up. His legs was cramping up, so he couldn't move like that. We got him in the house.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, he went out. Oh, man, he went back out. Come back in, Coach Squeeze. Come back in. Yeah, he said his legs was felt like they was in mud because they were cramping up. Now, I don't know if that's a training issue or if that's a 42-year-old issue.
I know what type of issue it is. He need his juice. He need his juice. Give him his juice. He can still fight. Just give him his juice.
That's right. You know, I forgot all about the fact that
right.
that's one of your main things right there with that man.
Give him his juice. Give him his juice. He can still fight.
He didn't do bad in the fight, in my opinion, but he was clearly outboxed.
With the juice, he did a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Coach.
You dirty, Coach. Look.
Hey, you get me on here to tell the truth. That's what I do.
Yo, listen. In my opinion, I think it might be time for him to get that up. But I will say this. So he got that you guys fight on 2 weeks' notice. Now you coach people. Do you think that's a contributing factor to why he didn't do as well as some people may have thought he should do?
Well, as far as training, right?
Mm-hmm.
He complaining about his body not being ready. Not the fighter. He's not complaining about the fight. He's complaining about his body not being ready.
That's a good point.
That's a whole different task.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Coach.
That's a solid
That's a
point.
training issue.
Sounds like that to me too. But like I said, I wanted to know if it was
give him the juice.
You tell me we should take 2 of those in the morning? He said 2 of those and call the doctor in the morning.
There you go. There you go. I bet you he wouldn't have had no training issue.
Well, let me ask the people that's watching. Do y'all put your answers to this question in the comments? Do y'all think that it's time for Manny Pacquiao to pack it up? We want to know. I thought that
I think he might surprise you with one more.
It's possible, but damn, I'm thinking about that though. Can you imagine what would have happened if Earl Spence had made that fight? Yo, now to full disclosure, Coach, I did have Pacquiao winning the Spence fight, but after seeing that, I was wrong. I
was taking Spence. I was taking Spence. Anyway.
I remember. You and Coach Squeeze was taking Spence. Quite a few people I was taking Spence.
Now, it would have been different if he had his juice.
If he had his juice, you saying
yeah. Might have been a little different.
Yo, so crazy, man. So all I know is I thought it was an entertaining fight, but something you and Coach Squeeze, Coach Kenny, and Coach Calvin have said numerous times: styles make fights, and that looked like a definite style issue too. Like he was hitting them flush, he was getting solid punches in there, like solid combo. Yeah, you really need to check it out. You really need to check it out, bro, because.
I'm gonna watch it today.
Yeah, it definitely did look like to me that it could have been a training issue because of him saying that his legs was not up on him. And I mean,
Coach.
Let me ask you this though. So what type of training do you usually do for your fighters to prevent stuff like that from happening?
Running. You got to run. Most important part of being a boxer is running. That road work. That road work. That's the most important part. That road work.
Yeah.
When you look at these fighters, you see them getting tired. That's that road work. They're not putting that work in.
Right. So you saying that not only does it benefit as far as keeping you limber, your legs and stuff limber, but also your cardiovascular.
Everything. Running helps everything. Your mental, your body, everything. It's just you on the road.
Word. You know,
I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to run.
Oh no, I said it's funny that you say that, right? Because it put me to mind back when Tank was preparing for that Mario Barris fight, and a lot of the videos that Coach Calvin shared on his Instagram was of Tank running, just running. It's crazy.
When we was in Vegas, after he got finished, he said, "I'll see y'all in the morning. I gotta run." That's what he said out his mouth. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your boy should have had juice and more running. Yeah, come on, man. You got to put it in. You can't play boxing.
Word. So I'm saying a comment from Michael Garner. He says that first he says yes, Pacquiao should retire. He's also saying that Pac was running. It's just the age caught up with him.
No, the juice left him.
Afternoon Sports Slayers there. She says she had Spence over Pac, but she had Pac over you guys. But looking at this one last night, Pac wasn't the same. She think it's time for him to
retire. You guys.
Oh, obviously not. Obviously not. Because he did his thing. He checked the boxes. He did his number. Oh, I'm getting a message. I'm getting a message from Coach Squeeze. No, go ahead, Coach. What we about to say?
But you also got to remember, ain't no lucky punch in boxing. Some other fighters are training to win. You seen what happened with Cunningham. They thought he had a walkthrough.
Yeah.
He got stung by the scorpion.
Facts. And that was ugly too, bro.
By the scorpion. Yeah. I got a clip. I got a clip coming for you about that fight because I didn't realize that Coach Kenny was the cut man.
Yo, you know what's crazy about you saying that? What's crazy about you saying that is I could have sworn that was Coach Kenny, but I wasn't sure. Like, why would Coach Kenny be there? Wow. You said you got some footage?
We actually filmed a clip, but somebody called me and cut it off, so I didn't send it to you because we was gonna refilm it. But Coach Kenny was that kid's cut man.
Wow.
And you seen the excellent job he did on that kid.
Yes, he did.
That was a heck of a job he did.
He absolutely did a great job with that. But like I said, because I only saw him like on the edge of the screen, and I saw his head. Now, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute.
You know that was anywhere.
Shout out to the limp ball Swami.
Can't miss the Swami.
But I said no. I said no. That's not. I said no. That's not Coach Kenny. That's not Coach Kenny. And now you tell. I need to see this footage.
That was Coach Kenny.
I need to see that.
That was definitely Coach Kenny.
So I just sent Coach Squeeze the link again. Let's hope see if we can get him up in here.
Come on, Coach Squeeze.
I want to run on some of these other comments that I missed though. Hey Smoke says Pac-Man did his thing. He said Pac-Man did his thing. He just forgot at level 42. Pinky changed fast. But respect to him for even getting in there at 42. Yeah. Now he's saying now that he overtrained and his legs was tight. What you think about that, Coach?
You want to know my answer? You already know my answer.
Something might be wrong with the internet.
Oh, he's back. He's here.
Well, hey, what's going on,
I
man?
got my partner in crime
Coach
here.
Squeeze.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
It don't even matter.
No, just
You
tag
here
me
now.
in. Just tag me in.
That's all. We had the associate producer in waiting in the wings. Waiting in the wings.
That's my boy, man. That's what he do. This was
just
your
tag
day
in.
to shine.
He shined. He shined.
This was your day to shine, son.
Hey, Coach Squeeze.
Hey, I told
Look.
you whatever I can do.
Coach Squeeze, this whole time this man been here, he been going on he been getting on Pacquiao about juicing, saying the man ain't have his juice, he ain't have his cocktail, so that's why he ain't do well last night. That's what Coach Cobb's talking about over here. That's what he talking about.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I seen last night. What I seen last night was the guy was too big, too strong. I told people, don't sleep on Ugas. Dennis Ugas. They said arguably he beat Sean Porter. If you go back and watch the fight.
Right.
Arguably said he got robbed with Sean Porter.
Yeah.
The dude can punch, yo. He was too strong. Manny always coming up with those excuses. He did it with Floyd. His shoulder. Now it's his legs.
Yeah.
Next it's gonna be his ass cheek. Don't nobody want to hear that. You got whipped last night. And this Dennis Ugas was the bigger, the stronger, and
he outboxed him too.
He stayed behind that jab.
Yes.
Earl Spence would have ate him, yo. Earl Spence would have ate him.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Now,
of course.
Senior. Now you can scrap that fight.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to see that. You can throw that in the. You can throw that fight in the river.
Don't nobody want to see that.
You can throw that fight in the river. We want Ugas and Spence now.
Yeah. Facts. These are facts.
That's a good one.
We want facts. We want Ugas and Spence. They the same height. They the same length.
Right.
They true welterweights. They walk around at probably like 170, 175. Because when Iceman at the gym before he fought, Iceman was walking around at like 170. And he fought at 140. Iceman fought at 140.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Coach.
Yo, that's I don't know, 30 pounds. What's that, 30 pounds?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, 30 pounds easy.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's kind of dangerous, man. On the kidneys and on the body, that's not real good, yo.
Nah, you right about that.
Yeah, that's not real. But
Coach Squeeze.
Coach
Squeeze. Sound like you saying Ryan Garcia, Manny Pacquiao related with all the excuses.
You know what? I heard they was cousins on their sister side.
Look, first of all, I'm gonna say this about our associate producer, right? He be coming in throwing Molotov cocktails. Wow.
I don't like Ryan Garcia. I don't like Ryan Garcia.
Me either.
He run his mouth too much. I just want to see somebody knock him out. I don't even care if it's Tank or not. I just want to see him laying on the canvas.
Agreed.
Like y'all had the NyQuil commercial.
Yeah.
You better take some notos.
So the dude haven't proven himself yet.
No.
Tank said clout chasing.
That's all he doing.
As you can see, who he fought.
Nobody.
Who did he fight? Did be calling out Tank?
Nah, he just running his mouth.
You know, it's not going to cement Tank legacy fighting this clown.
Agreed.
Like Tank say, he clout chasing.
That's all he doing. That's all he doing.
He done went from depression back to wanting to fight.
It's corny.
So, yeah, but before I go any further, also, man, I'd like to send my condolences out to your family, brother Landon.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
You know what I mean? Keep your head up, brother. You know, you got somebody, you got the right people behind you if you need to talk or whatever.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, bro.
So we gotta pay our respects to that. But
Most definitely.
So senior, who you want to see next? Because my boy say he want all the smoke. Senior say he don't got no claws. Ain't no talking claws coming out. So I'm asking my associate producer, who you want to see next?
I'm gonna text it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna text it to you. I'm gonna text it to you.
Oh,
But just know it's somebody out of our gym, and I'm not talking about Tank.
oh my.
I think somebody out of our gym could beat Charlo.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh
I ain't even
my.
say nothing. You know what?
I think
I'm not gonna say. You heard it live on the Rize Podcast. We're going to save this for the next episode.
Yes.
Our associate producer, news flash, just came in off the press. We need to have one of those news breaking bars over time.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Breaking news on the Rize Podcast. Our associate producers say he has somebody at Upton Boxing Gym that can beat the Charlo brother, and a light switch went up in my head. I know who he talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You know
Save it for the next show.
Yeah. Say that for the next show.
Upton versus
Definitely.
anybody, you know that.
Upton versus the world. What they talking about?
Brother Landon, I know
Yes,
you
sir.
plugged the sponsors.
Yes, I did, bro. But I do need you to plug Upton.
All right, y'all. We want y'all to come on down. 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. You get to meet the one, the only, the infamous Senior Cobbs, associate producer of the podcast show. Yeah. And you know what? He taking autographs. And we got the Pee Wee leagues from 5 years old to 8, from 8-year-old to 16, from 16 to adult, 3 to 5 time frame, 5 to 7 time frame, 7 and 9 time frame. And you will have to see our manager, Ms. Nikki, at the front door, because right now our classes is booked, but we still looking for the next best thing. The work is never done. So don't forget. And we also like to thank all our coaches at the gym. Y'all know who y'all are. All the volunteers that bring waters, masks, food for the kids. You know, these parents are stepping up.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate y'all. If y'all out there watching, if you're not, that means you're not subscribed to the Rize Podcast. You need to hit that subscribe and like button on YouTube so we can get these numbers up and keep rolling. I like to appreciate my boy, brother Landon, the other host of the show. As you can see, the show must go on. I told y'all that.
The show must go on.
I keep telling y'all, there's 2 hosts on this show. I told y'all that.
That's right.
So when one go down, the next one step up.
And then the Secretary of State, come in. Secretary of State comes.
You know he on speed dial. And I like to give a special thanks to my baby, because she got me on this phone and she was trying to help me get that phone up. But this crazy internet Wi-Fi stuff when you're changing phones and all that crap.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A shout out to her for helping me out and letting me resurrect some of these minutes on the show today.
Man, listen, man. You was right on time, brother. Right on time.
And so while we here, man, who we want to see next, man, for Tank, yo. They need to stop playing. I got ants in my pants. I need to dance. What's up?
I'm glad you brought that up, Coach, because Jeffrey Harris in the comments, he asked the question. We can address that right now. He says, hey, did Truck win his recent fight, and where can he find it? Yeah, Truck won his recent fight in impressive fashion. Right? Very impressive. Like, dude, they threw the towel in.
Body shot knocked him out the ring.
Oh, it was
Body
ugly.
shot.
Ugly.
His body.
Yo,
and see, he could go on a link, right? Don't he gotta go on
Yeah, I have it. I'll text it to you, Landon. I have it.
Okay. That works. Also, Jeffrey Harris says he thinks Tank should fight Josh Taylor.
I like that.
I would love for Tank to shut his mouth, shut Josh's mouth.
Who you want to see him fight, Senior?
Lopez?
Who you like, bro? Landon? Who you want? Who you want?
Oh, I actually do want Josh Taylor. He was talking spicy, man. I didn't like that.
I'm gonna shock y'all with my pick, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna brief it up because we almost at the end of the show. I'm picking this person because I just want them to clean the closet and shut everybody's mouth up because they don't think the boy can beat them. Lemonchenko.
Lemonchenko? Got that man, Lemonchenko.
You know what? That would be. I'm thinking about numbers too. I think that would be big in numbers and a sellout fight because they try to make it seem like Floyd keeping Tank away from.
Yeah. I've heard that nonsense floating around too. I wouldn't mind seeing none of those fights. None of the fights y'all mentioned. I wouldn't mind seeing none of those.
So that's my number one. Any more questions, Brother Landon?
Let me see what we got here. We got Jeffrey Harris. He made a comment. He said that I think he's referring to the juicing thing with Pacquiao, right? He says Floyd knew that. That's why he wanted Olympic testing.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Michael Garner said Ryan need to go back to the Disney Channel.
Yeah, he a joke.
Michael was also asking, which Charlo brother was you referring to, Cub? Which
Pick
Charlo?
One.
Oh, say less.
Pick one.
Say less. Say
Pick
less.
one.
Say less. We got Coach Nikki. She's in the comments. Said new T-shirt is coming. Upton versus anybody. That's the T-shirt. Upton versus anybody. That's it.
You know it.
That's it. That's absolutely
Any more questions? Any more questions?
I see my man Ro McNeil is in here. He says he want to see Josh or Lomo, good skill dancing with the star. Man, yo, our audience is terrible. They terrible. But I think that's it. That's it for right now.
Yeah, but like I say, man, I like to see him, but Lomachenko, I think that'll do big numbers.
Yeah,
and because the last fight, each Tank fight, they make an excuse up.
Yeah, facts.
With Leo Santa Cruz, he was too small. He was too light in the ass.
Right.
And if you watch the fight, Leo was bigger than Tank.
Yeah.
When he went up for Mario Barrios was a regular champion.
That's crazy.
So
it's never going to be good enough with Tank. It's never going to be good enough with Tank. It's always going to be an excuse.
Let's say if that was Lomachenko that went up and fought Mario Barrios and beat him.
Yeah.
It'd be breaking damn news.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Well, that's what I actually want to ask both of you two. Like, why do you think that they react this way to every Tank win? What do you think is behind that energy?
You want to go
It's a
first?
Baltimore thing. I truly believe it's a Baltimore thing. I think it's a
Well,
Baltimore thing, Coach. Like, because we always hate it no matter where we go. No matter where we go. Not just Tank. Or mostly all athletes from Baltimore, they always get flack from some sort of way, form, or fashion.
They did that to Rockman too. So yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Tank doing what he's supposed to do. He training. You want him more focused, he's focused. You want him dedicated, he's dedicated. You want him knocking people out, he's knocking them the fuck out. Excuse my language, Coach.
Right.
He's knocking them out. So what do you want him? What more do you want him to do?
Yeah. Well, I agree with both of y'all. What it is, they don't want to say it, but we can say it on the show. They looking down on certain people. The system saying that certain people shouldn't have that success that they have, and because they don't deserve to have it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. Because the outside, they looking at his outside the ring.
Where he come from,
problems, and where he come from. As far as they look, he don't mean nothing to them.
Right.
So, like Senior and you said, it ain't where you from, is where you at. Irk being Rakim.
They taught us that. Right. They taught us that. Right. It's crazy.
Public Enemy made a song out self-destruction 20 years ago.
Facts. Speaking of that, I want to first say how thankful I am because Tank had a potential incident with the plane, with a private plane. I'm thankful because we have lost quite a few celebrities, stuff like that, to them small private like planes or whatever. And I was reading about that and was like, whoa, that's dodging a bullet right there. And that's why you can't get me on them little private planes.
A close call. That kid.
Well, we
for
glad.
A reason, definitely.
Yeah, we glad everything happened for a reason. And it's a high power. And I truly believe when it's your time, when he called you home, it's your time.
From what I saw on
most definitely.
From what I saw, Tank was like, he gonna be catching the train and driving.
Yo, I know that scared them.
Yeah, had to. Because listen, all of us done flown, right? All of us done flown places, right?
Yeah.
We lost Aaliyah. We lost Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Even a lot of people with names we could call that, but a lot of people, they love flying, yo.
Yeah.
They say that's the only way to go. They say that's the only way to go.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I like to fly too, but I ain't gonna lie and say there hasn't been times where you get on the plane and it's an air pocket and the thing do this and your stomach feel like you on one of them rides at Universal Studios. And I'm like, damn, maybe I should have drove. Maybe I should have took the train. But then you get to where you want to go at a lot faster.
Right.
And on the plane thing, right? So, but I feel like I will never get on one of those private planes. I'm not with that. Give me something big, like something small. Something about those. I'm not with it. I'm just glad Tank all right.
I'm more scared of cruises. I'd rather fly than get on a cruise ship.
That's how my wife is. My wife don't like cruises either.
Every time I'm ready to break down and try it, something happened. I'm like, nope, no cruise for me.
So hold up. So I wanna spin the block back on something I was talking about earlier before Coach Squeeze got on it because I want to know his opinion on this. So a few days ago, they were interviewing Jake Paul, right? And one of the things I didn't like about the interview, like I said earlier on the show, I don't think that these journalists should be overly hyper confrontational with athletes. That's not what I'm saying. But I also don't feel like they should be kissing their asses and be like a press agent for them. And that's what I saw with this interview. Like the journalist was pretty much tossing these softball leading ass questions, right? And I feel like this. The audience looks at Jake Paul, a certain type of way. The boxing fans look at him a certain type of way. His fans see him a certain type of way. But who's more likely to be watching this boxing interview? Boxing fans. So you should be asking him the questions that the boxing fans want to know, like when you gonna fight somebody.
Right.
Well, see, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. You just answered your own question. They not taking him serious, man.
Yeah.
They not taking him serious because he's not gonna step in there with no bona fide guy at his wicket. Badu Jack said he'll fight him.
Yeah, he did.
Badu Jack
He did.
was on Mike Tyson show. He said he would fight him.
He
He
did.
ain't calling Badu Jack out.
Ain't no contract go across his desk.
But
Bobby Jack to drop him.
I mean, Tyron Woodley ain't no joke though.
No, he not. And the way they was talking in the interview was like he had already beat him and shit. And I'm like, you still got to fight, young man. Young man,
Yo,
you still got to fight.
Tyron Woodley gonna punish him. Watch what I tell you.
Man.
That's like I told
Everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth.
That's like I told everybody about Dennis Ugas. Don't sleep on this dude.
Right.
I told him. And Manny Pacquiao and them must have lost their mind. 2 weeks out and get this guy and ain't prepared for him.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But I take my hat off to him. He tough. He a tough competitor. You know, Manny don't back down from nobody.
Nah, he don't.
I gotta take my hat off to him. Because you know at the gym, we gotta push some niggas in the ring.
Ooh,
hey, Coach Squeeze, can I ask you a question, Coach Squeeze?
Shoot him.
Pacquiao only had 2 weeks to train for you guys, right?
Yep.
You guys only had 2 weeks too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look, you cannot prepare 2 weeks for a damn animal. Ugas is a monster. I told everybody that, yo, Ugas can crack, yo. I told him that, yo.
That's a mic
when
drop,
they was like,
Coach Cub.
oh, this easy. I like, I said, okay.
Yeah,
yo,
you right.
Pacquiao face, he took a beating, yo.
He took a beating. Like all of that bruised up. All he got socked up.
Yeah, I got to watch the fight. I had to run a load last night, so I missed the fight. So I'm gonna go watch it tonight.
He got beat up. That's a good point. That's a good point though, Coach Cubs. The same way Pacquiao had 2 weeks for him, Ugas had 2 weeks for Pacquiao.
Yeah, but y'all
look, everybody was Spencer Pacquiao.
Y'all saying that. You saying that, but listen to what you saying. It's the difference because Ugas is a monster. You can't prepare 2 weeks for a monster. When he got that opportunity, he like, oh hell yeah. Little old Manny, he like, I'm gonna punish him. And he punished him.
He did.
So Manny Pacquiao got the bad end of the stick.
Yeah. He said
Ugas was good. Ugas was good for 2 weeks because Ugas normally fight on the fly anyway. He the boogeyman. He the boogeyman. That's not his first time.
There you go.
Out. That's not his first time. And he been successful each time. He like, oh, they gonna play me like that?
He really did.
All right, y'all. This is the end of our show. Sorry once again to our fans for the technical difficulties, but we had our associate producer that stepped in, Senior Cubs, and we had our other hosts that kept the torch going.
I do what I can do, bro.
I didn't feel no kind of way because I knew he could handle it because he a veteran. My boy, Brother Landon. I like to thank Coach Calvin, the CEO, for giving us this platform. The Limpal Swami that wasn't here this week. The Bible of Boxing, Coach Kenny. Shout out to him. And let me get my sponsors out of the way. Four-time world champion in 3 different divisions. Javante Tank Davis. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. Because we know a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Absolutely.
Under Armour, and last but not least,
Box
Box
Raw.
Raw.
Thank y'all guys. I appreciate y'all for holding the fort down. And man, shout out to everybody who support us. And prayerfully, our numbers keep growing and we keep doing the necessary things we got to do.
Absolutely.
Peace and hair grease.
Peace.